Wayne Rooney and Cristiano Ronaldo, two of football's most iconic names, who debuted on the big stage together at Manchester United. But while their careers have both been legendary, their appearances tell a very different story. Wayne Rooney, at 38, is often mistaken for being years older than Cristiano Ronaldo, who's now 39. What's going on here? Is it just genetics, lifestyle, or something more profound? Well, let's dive in. The story of these two legends begins in Manchester in 2004, a time when Manchester United was rebuilding after the departure of some of its key players from the 1999 treble-winning squad. Wayne Rooney, a teenage sensation from Liverpool, had already become a household name with his stunning performances for Everton. His goal against Arsenal at just 16 years old was more than a highlight. It was a statement that English football had found its next big thing. Rooney was a force of nature, a player who combined raw power, natural ability, and a fearless attitude. When Manchester United signed him for £25.6 million in 2004, making him the most expensive teenager in football history, expectations were sky high. And on his debut for the club, scoring a hat-trick against Fenerbahce in the Champions League, Rooney proved that he was worth every penny. Cristiano Ronaldo, on the other hand, came to Old Trafford with a very different story. Signed from Sporting Lisbon after an impressive preseason friendly against United, Ronaldo was raw talent personified. At just 18, he was a skinny, skillful winger with a bag of tricks that often dazzled and frustrated in equal measure. Fans saw the potential, but in those early days, he was more style than substance. The contrast between the two was striking. Rooney, with his stocky build and mature face, looked more like a veteran than a teenager. His powerful physique and aggressive style of play gave him an edge, but they also added years to his appearance. Ronaldo, by comparison, was lean with a boyish charm and an almost flamboyant style on the pitch. Even their haircuts told a story. Rooney's simple and practical, Ronaldo's spiky and fashion-forward. Sir Alex Ferguson, the mastermind behind Manchester United's success, saw something special in both of them. He understood that while they were different in style, they shared a common trait: a relentless desire to succeed. Ferguson knew that their paths to greatness would be different, but both would play pivotal roles in shaping the club's future. Despite their differences, Rooney and Ronaldo formed a bond on and off the pitch. Their partnership grew, with Rooney's power and directness complementing Ronaldo's flair and finesse. Together, they became a lethal combination, terrorizing defenses across England and Europe. By 2006, both players had become cornerstones of Manchester United. They led the team to Premier League titles, Champions League glory, and countless unforgettable moments. But even then, their contrasting personalities and playing styles were evident. Rooney's hard-nosed, everyman approach made him a fan favorite in England, while Ronaldo's flashier style and growing obsession with self-improvement hinted at the global icon he would become. Yet even in those early days, the physical differences between Rooney and Ronaldo hinted at the paths their careers and their appearances would take. Rooney's robust build and intense playing style were already taking a toll on his body, while Ronaldo's focus on fitness and meticulous care of his physique was setting the foundation for a career that would defy time. 2008 marked a pinnacle for both players as they helped Manchester United win the Champions League in a dramatic final against Chelsea. But by then, their journeys were already beginning to diverge. Rooney, the gritty workhorse, and Ronaldo, the glamorous superstar, were destined to carve out legacies that were as different as their appearances. Back then, they were young, hungry, and on the same path to greatness. But as we'll see, their contrasting approaches to life, football, and self-care would lead to two very different trajectories. Let's start with genetics, the factor we all inherit but can't control. For Wayne Rooney, his broad facial structure, a more rugged complexion, and early signs of male pattern baldness were noticeable even in his teenage years. These features, though perfectly normal, often made him appear older than his actual age. Male pattern baldness is a genetic condition that affects over 50% of men by the age of 50, and Rooney was no exception. He began losing hair quite early, which is common when there's a family history of the condition. Rooney has been candid about his struggles with this, even taking proactive steps by undergoing multiple hair transplants. These procedures helped restore his hairline, but the overall aging process was still visible through his facial features and skin texture. While Rooney openly addressed his hair loss, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't face the same challenge. Ronaldo's family genetics seem to have favored slower aging. His mother, Dolores, and his siblings all share similar features: smooth skin, minimal wrinkles, and thick, healthy hair even as they age. These traits suggest a genetic predisposition to retaining a youthful appearance, especially in the face. Studies show that genetics play a significant role in how we age, particularly when it comes to skin elasticity, hair retention, and facial structure. Ronaldo's symmetrical face and high cheekbones are also genetic advantages that contribute to his timeless appearance. In short, Ronaldo hit the genetic jackpot: a face that ages slowly, and a family history that supports it. But genetics are only one piece of the puzzle. While Rooney and Ronaldo started with different genetic cards, what they did with those cards, their lifestyles, careers, and habits, has played an even bigger role in shaping how they look today. And that's where things get really interesting. Genetics may set the foundation, but lifestyle is where the real differences emerge. How we choose to live, what we eat, and how we rest can dramatically impact how we age. And in the case of Cristiano Ronaldo and Wayne Rooney, these choices couldn't be more different. Ronaldo is the poster child for discipline. His daily routine is legendary. Every meal is meticulously calculated, designed to fuel his performance while keeping his body in peak condition. We're talking lean proteins, plenty of vegetables, whole grains, and absolutely no processed junk. Even his hydration is planned, with water always being the first choice, supplemented by electrolyte-rich drinks when needed. Beyond nutrition, Ronaldo's workout schedule is as relentless as it is effective. He spends hours in the gym daily, focusing not only on strength, but also on flexibility, endurance, and recovery. He even follows a sleep routine that includes naps strategically placed throughout the day to ensure his body gets maximum rest. Rooney, on the other hand, has always embraced a more relaxed lifestyle. During his early years, he was known for indulging in the simpler pleasures of life, whether it was grabbing a pint at the local pub, enjoying a big meal, or unwinding with teammates after a game. And while this made him relatable to fans, it didn't always align with the demands of a footballer's grueling schedule. Rooney's occasional smoking and drinking habits, which he has openly acknowledged, painted a picture of a man who worked hard on the pitch, but didn't shy away from letting loose off it. While he undoubtedly gave everything during matches, his recovery and off-field habits didn't match Ronaldo's precision-focused approach. Now, it's important to recognize that Rooney's choices didn't detract from his incredible footballing career. He remains one of the greatest players in Premier League history. But when it comes to physical longevity and the ability to maintain a youthful appearance, Ronaldo's regimented lifestyle gave him an undeniable edge. The result? Ronaldo's body, even at 39, resembles that of an elite athlete a decade younger. Rooney, at 38, while still fit, carries the visible signs of a life lived fully, both on and off the pitch. And those signs, over time, contribute to the perception of aging. But this difference isn't about right or wrong. While Ronaldo's discipline reflects his relentless pursuit of perfection, Rooney's approach highlights a different perspective, one where joy and relaxation are as important as hard work. Both lifestyles tell unique stories, shaped by personality, priorities, and the choices they've made along the way. So, while Ronaldo's temple-like devotion to his body has kept him looking younger, Rooney's down-to-earth, relatable lifestyle has made him a fan favorite in a completely different way. In the end, both approaches have left indelible marks, not just on their appearances, but on their legacies. Football, at its core, is not just a game, it's a grind. The style of play that an athlete adopts doesn't just define their career, but also shapes how their body endures over time. And when comparing Wayne Rooney and Cristiano Ronaldo, their contrasting styles on the pitch provide some key insights into why they've aged so differently. Let's start with Ronaldo. From the beginning, his game was built on speed, precision, and flair. Whether it was dancing down the wings at Manchester United or rising above defenders for those gravity-defying headers at Real Madrid, Ronaldo's style has always been about maximizing efficiency. Over the years, as his body changed, Ronaldo adapted. He shifted from a winger to a striker, conserving energy and using his experience to find the best positions to score goals. His explosive pace, pinpoint accuracy, and ability to read the game allowed him to extend his prime years. Ronaldo minimized unnecessary risks and preserved his body, turning every game into a calculated performance rather than a relentless physical battle. Now let's talk about Rooney. From the moment he burst onto the scene at Everton, his playing style was fearless, intense, and at times, chaotic. Rooney played like every game was his last, throwing himself into tackles, chasing down defenders, and taking on physical battles in the midfield. He was not just a goal scorer but a tireless workhorse who played with his heart on his sleeve. This all-action approach made him a fan favorite but came at a cost. Unlike Ronaldo, who managed to adjust his style to suit his body, Rooney's role on the pitch often required him to absorb tackles, endure high-intensity sprints, and sacrifice his body for the team's success. Over the years, the wear and tear from these battles began to show. While Ronaldo's injuries were often the result of occasional freak incidents, Rooney's were more consistent: hamstring issues, ankle injuries, and knocks from heavy tackles. These accumulated over time, leaving a lasting impact not just on his performance, but on his physical appearance as well. Beyond their performances on the pitch, the way the media portrays these two legends has significantly shaped public perception. Ronaldo, for much of his career, has been a brand. His image, polished, stylish, and marketable, has been a key part of his global appeal. From luxury magazine covers to carefully curated social media posts, everything about Ronaldo screams perfection. Whether he's scoring a last-minute winner or promoting a fragrance, Ronaldo's appearance is as much a part of his legacy as his footballing accolades. His pristine image has been carefully managed, reinforcing the idea that he's somehow immune to the effects of aging. Rooney, on the other hand, has had a very different relationship with the media. His rise to fame coincided with relentless tabloid scrutiny, often focusing on his personal life rather than his on-field achievements. From stories about his off-field antics to unflattering paparazzi shots, the media narrative around Rooney has often been harsher and less forgiving. While Ronaldo was marketed as a global superstar, Rooney was portrayed as the everyman, a working-class hero with raw talent and a no-nonsense attitude. This contrast in media portrayal has inevitably influenced how fans perceive their aging process. Ronaldo's polished image makes him appear timeless, while Rooney's down-to-earth persona reflects a more relatable human side. Then there's the matter of maintenance. Ronaldo's dedication to his body is legendary. From cryotherapy sessions to hyperbaric oxygen chambers, Ronaldo has spared no expense in keeping his body in peak condition. His training routines are carefully structured, his diet meticulously planned, and his recovery methods cutting edge. He's often said that he treats his body like a temple, and it shows. These interventions don't just enhance performance. They slow down the visible signs of aging, keeping him looking and performing like someone years younger. Rooney, too, has taken steps to maintain his appearance. His well-documented hair transplant was a bold move that many admired for its honesty. However, his overall approach to maintenance has been less intense compared to Ronaldo's. While he worked hard during his playing career, Rooney's priorities off the pitch leaned more towards family life and enjoying simple pleasures rather than the obsessive pursuit of physical perfection. These differences in lifestyle and maintenance routines have played a significant role in shaping how they've aged, both on and off the pitch. Ultimately, how we view Rooney and Ronaldo isn't just about their looks, it's about their stories. Rooney's rugged, weathered appearance is a reflection of his playing style and his identity. He's the working-class hero who gave everything for the badge, earning the respect and love of fans worldwide. Ronaldo, on the other hand, is the epitome of the modern superstar. His pristine appearance and incredible achievements have made him a symbol of excellence, a player who constantly evolves to stay at the top. While Ronaldo's polished image reflects his pursuit of perfection, Rooney's relatable persona embodies the raw passion and grit of football. Both have carved out unique legacies, and neither would be complete without the other. So why does Wayne Rooney look older than Cristiano Ronaldo? It's a mix of genetics, lifestyle choices, the physical toll of their playing styles, and how they've been portrayed in the media. But here's the truth. How they look doesn't define their greatness. These two legends have given us moments that will live forever. Different paths, different stories, but the same undeniable impact on the beautiful game.